Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I've come back again to show you my next journal that I completed called Moonlight. It is a second journal in my owl series. One is already gone and sold. That was Nightfall. A couple of years ago, though, I did two also. So this is, in effect, like a fourth one on owls that I've done. So this one in the size is, let me see, about 5.5 by about 7.5 inches. And the spine is 2 inches. It is two signatures. And right in the front, I did do a collage on this piece of fabric, which is the same as this pretty background of trees. If you want to see a little bit better, it actually shows in the back the actual fabric. Maybe I'm not sure if it's bamboo trees or something, but it's trees anyhow, the browns and the greens of the forest that I wanted to use where you might find owls. And so I did collaging here with different fabrics and fibers. And this is a little baby owl, a tea card that I printed. And I put him in this nest that the mother might have made out of leaves and feathers and branches and so on. And over here I have feathers, and over here as well I have feathers. Maybe, some feathers fell out from the nest. And button here, actually two buttons that I put within each other for a little bit of shine to go with their shiny yellow eyes. And then a metal title frame, and has Moonlight in it. You can remove it if you really want to, so it's movable, and you can put something else in if you wish. And then this is backed onto ribbon, and ribbons over here as well that tie into the closure. And the tassel has different colored ribbons that go with the theme, and then also I've woven in some feathers in here as well, and tie them up a little bit with a string, and hopefully they will hold. And then inside as well, I have some beads, and this beautiful larger bead, also beautiful with these colors. And then I have some eyelash trim over here, and other ribbons, and then on the side as well. And there are some charms. They looks like maybe they're hiding right now inside here. Let me see if I can find one at least. Maybe not. I will find it as soon as I open it. So now this is, the fabric is from a sari scarf, the green one, and then I've sewn the blue ribbon on top. Oh, here's one of the charms, a little flower. And let me see, I do want to find the owl. Maybe he's over here. There we go. So this little owl charm as well over here. So let me show you a little bit more on the inside of this journal. Okay, so on the inside, and the closure is nice and soft and easy to tie. So this is in a similar style of Nightfall, and but different images and photos and writings and so on that I have in here. Of course, all the decorations, embellishments are different. So in the front pocket here, I have Regal Moth, it says right here, and collaging on this card, and some stenciling and so on. And of course in the back you can write on. And here is cotton, coffee dyed or tea stained cotton on the inside, and on the outside is some sort of upholstery fabrics, a little bit thicker. Then over here we have a double pocket in this one, and there's a little writing spot. Here is a little picture from a postcard, old postcard that I reprinted on photo paper, and maybe some woods, pathways. I love pathways in the woods that lead you down somewhere very mysterious. So each pathway is very special. So this one actually has two. And more fibers. that you might find in an owl nest or somewhere. And a little bit of an owl here from a vintage book page. And it opens up, and so you have a little bit more of writing space on this one, and a little bit punch corners here. And there's a birdie on this cardstock cover for the signature. Let's see if we can get it back in. Okay, and a little cluster here with sequins and a tab on the top as well. And then there we go. And a bigger writing spot here with more cluster here. And some collaging and stenciling and so on. So over here, a little bit sewing. And then details on the side. And feather stamp. A little bit more details, collaging. And this is something I printed from the New York Public Library. And put a little bit more fibers on top here. So something about owls that you can read and see. And then on the back, I printed my own digital with lines on it. This is from a vintage book. Look at this beautiful owl flying in the night, and then all the other friends that might be with the owl. A little bit more feathers over here. And I stamped here owls on cotton. And then this is eco-dyed ribbon. And then this is the little owl that I showed you earlier. And then this is a pocket here, more collaging, always more collaging and stamping and stenciling, which is what I like to do. This is another printer that you can write on the back and on the inside. I think it's in foreign language, but it's just a beautiful owl scene over here. And so the stenciling over here. And then this is a little bit of a pullout and a T-card that I made here. And then on the inside is a narrow see-through pocket. And then a little bit of collage tag here that fits just right in. A little bit more lines here and stamping. And then I made an envelope here out of vintage flower book page. And then inside you have a little bit of writing spot and a little bit more owl scene. Journaling card, and also a little bit of embellishment here. Then here on this brown paper where I attached owl image as well, with lots of cheesecloth and thread and so on, so lots of texture. And then here as well, I sewn some lines, and then the back says something about owls over here. And then this is a little bit of a hinged page, and this beautifully coffee stained paper with a little bit of food coloring on it. And then this one, look at the peekaboo here through the window. So it is collaged with owls and birds and so on around. This is from, one of the billing window envelopes. And then this beautiful little owl with more detail. And he's just peeking right here. And on the back of it, you have a receipt to write on. And then a page from a vintage book. And this is the trees that are the right way up, and this is the reflection in the water. Just beautiful scene. And then maybe a sunset, a little bit of a color spot, and for writing, and more detail on the top. This is eyelash trim as well. And then on the back here, we have a journaling card with an owl friend, maybe an elk, I believe. And a fabric sample, this beautiful springy, maybe cherry blossoms or something fabric. And then a printout of all kinds of different owls. And then my digital in the back, which is of the ledger paper in a bit of flowers. And then this beautifully eco-dyed paper with ribbon. And so this is the center of the first signature. We have a little bow here and some small beads, sequins, and textured fabric. A little bit writing here, and then this beautiful prints from the New York Public Library as well. and lots of tactile or texture. And more ribbon. I did spray these so that it doesn't come off on your fingers. So this is the title again, in case you forget where you are, as I always say. And with this beautiful wool, it's some sort of very fine wool that spreads open like this. And so I printed Moonlight on there. And some eggs, maybe belonging to owls or other birds. The other side of the cherry blossom fabric. And then a tag here with eyelash trim. And then a little bit more feathers that I put on with cheesecloth. And this little Tim Holtz photo frame that I keep forgetting to use. So I don't know. I thought I would just kind of sew right through it, and it holds this down pretty good. A little bit more fabric here. Collaging in a writing spot. The other side of the sunset. And again, reflection in the water. Just beautiful. And then a little see-through pocket with collaging and stenciling on the back here. And this beautiful color here on this coffee stain paper. So I left that as it is for some writing space. And a little bit more lines here. A little bit more about owls. And here's this one attached to the page here with lots of texture. And this is another envelope that I made from a printout. And of course, lots of texture here as well. And look at them. And then over here, this funny little owl photo paper. And then some stamping that I did that you can use elsewhere. And a little writing spot you can put somewhere as well. So stamping here. Stenciling, and this beautiful large tag that I made with the owls and just flowery and some sort of woods theme in there. Collaging here. More of this beautiful ribbon, and these little beads that I like to use, these shiny ones. Actually, I think I used the last one, and I'm gonna have to look up where I found these because I like them. And looks like maybe a wolf or coyote woodland friend. Some more friends in here as well. And there's an owl there. I believe it's, oh no, it's not an owl. It's a bat. It's a bat in here. But some more of their owl friends. Lines for writing. And these beautiful two owls here. A little bit more trim over there. A bit more stamping there of feathers. And over here, collaging and stenciling. So lots of work on each page. So this is the end of the first signature. And here we have a butterfly index card that I made, all collaged. And then here is a little bit of a booklet with this eyelash trim on the paper clip. And a little bit more of the night owls, during the night, moonlight, in the moonlight, cheesecloth around here. And then a little pocket here with a woodland scene tag. And, some various papers that I like to use in little notebooks. And, a little chipmunk here, little cutie pie. So that's one notebook. I believe there's two notebooks that were in each journal. So that's the first one here. Let me show you the second signature. So in the second signature, also with double pockets, like here, I have this owl that I printed on photo paper, and he's really cute in the forest at night. In black and white, also very stunning. So that one is in this pocket. And then in this pocket, I have a floating pocket. Then when I put another owl, just overbear you with owls. So you can add something in here or use this in a different journal, whatever you wish. This is wallpaper sample and some music paper in here. And there's some beautiful cardstock. And then I have even the jute or burlap ribbon here as well. And a little bit of a tab over here. And then on the back, a round spot and stenciling. And this is a printout of some old music sheet about owls and writing spot here, and a little bit of an owl stamp on cotton here on this beautifully coffee stained paper, and a little bit more collaging, and an envelope here. And in this envelope filled with birds, you have a beautiful writing spot if you want it, with a butterfly and tea cards that I made also of owls, different owls with the names on there. And yeah, beautiful, just the different birds on here as well. And another little owl friend, a mouse. I don't know if a friend or foe, or actually maybe a snack, I'm not sure. I know they eat all different things, so as all animals do. A little bit of fabric pocket here with this little birdie here. And another tree where you might find owls. Beautiful green, and a bit of little bit of collaging on this ledger paper, and a bit more of the pink ribbon, and a little bit of a printout here. This beautiful owl. Let's put him this way. A little bit more here as well, and I'm not sure, also might be foreign language. A little bit more lines, and another owl, a little bit about owls. A small page, and a little bit of a color spot, as I call it. It's actually a punched out paper, and then I just put fabric, sew it onto fabric, and gives you these beautiful flower petals in the back. And also in the top I have this beautiful purple tab, a little bit more of fabric sample here, and a little cute owl here as well. Journal card, a little bit more eggs, bird eggs, and my collage. And this is my mother's crochet piece. It has a little bit of beads on top, and it just reminded me of a moon. So since it says Moonlight, I thought I would put this little moon in here as well on this beautifully eco-dye paper. And this is the middle of second signature with the bow and different shade beads on this one. If I can get it. There we go. And a little bit more about owls and their heads and eyes and so on. A little bit more about anatomy and so on, I guess. And a little bit more of the textured fabric sequence. I can remember that now. A little bit another small flower charm here. Just beautiful. Look at this owl with his eyes. Ooh, so handsome here, isn't he? The other side of the fabric. Looks like a moonlight, kind of a dark sky with purple on it. I did give you a pocket here to fill, and a little bit more of the moonlight purple collaging. And this is a hinged page here, and inside is a vintage book page, and it does have some of the owl friends or forest creatures and so on that you can look up. And on the front is all collaging here with an owl, and in the back a little bit more for writing. Lines over here, and all kinds of texture, ledger paper, that's my digital, and then these beautiful owls here on the branch, very beautiful. Also very similar to these, which I collaged into this larger tag, and also textures, fabrics, and so on. I love this orange in there. And more ribbon. Collaging here on this green vintage page with some more feathers. The other side of the beautiful tree. Coffee staining. And fabric pocket. Another owl here. Journaling card. Envelope. And in this envelope, a couple more owls. This is from a book page and a tea card I made. Let me see, this probably should go like that. I'm going to have to leave it like that. A little bit fabric collaging here and stamping. Let me see if I can keep it that way. And this little owl that I took from my grandson's sticker book, but the sticker book was really all cars, and and I'm not sure what this owl was doing with all the cars, so I don't think they'll miss it. So it is one of those cushiony bubble tin foil something, but it was cute, so I thought I would use it here. And shh, don't tell anybody. A bit of a circle spot for writing. And the very back has an owl here on photo paper in this double pocket, and then another notebook. Very cute, these notebooks. That look like that, with a little baby owl here, and forest scene tag, different papers. Love that green, and then here too. Oh, look how pretty! Just beautiful scene here, and so that's this one. And at the very last pocket, here's this is a bird's book that I've used up, and right on the cover happened to be this beautiful owl. So it is a little bit firmer cardboard. And in the back, I put a little bit of a notebook as well, or tear sheets for collaging, as I might call them. So you have some of that here, and it just goes like this. And in the back, I have, again, this envelope, which is in this beautiful creamy color. It really matches well with that. And then I put something about owls here as well. And then you can fill it up with something. This is just a regular envelope, and that happens to be in that color that I like for this, and the cotton backing here. So this is the end of Moonlight Owl Journal. It is chock full of owls and their friends and the different forest scenes and so on. So hopefully somebody will see it, and that moon, my mom's moon, and will go to my Etsy shop and check it out. So thank you for coming by again to see what's new at RoseByNameCo. It's a beautiful sunny day today, but it's still very cold. It is still 0 degrees, and it feels like minus. So I'm keeping indoors and keeping to my crafting, but I wanted to do this video so I can post this. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you. Again, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Bye-bye.